There is a big development with Britney Spears. Her housekeeper claims that Britney got in an argument with her over one of their dogs. We will explain in a minute.
One of Britney's dogs.
But ultimately, the housekeeper claims there was a physical altercation involving a cell phone, and the housekeeper filed a battery report with the sheriff's department in Ventura County, and they are investigating. They're going to send this to the DA. We are told Britney and her people say this is bogus, that the housekeeper is fabricating this, and that the case is going to go nowhere.
Well, the housekeeper not only went to the Ventura County Sheriff's Department to file the report, but even right after the incident, we're told from our law enforcement sources, we're told that she actually called from the house. So in the moment, whatever allegedly happened was serious enough to the housekeeper that she picked up her phone and called the Ventura County Sheriff's Department.
So we can be specific about this a little bit. What the housekeeper is alleging is that she was concerned about the treatment of one of Britney's dogs, and that the housekeeper took that dog to the vet. When the housekeeper claimed to the police that when she came back, she was on her phone, and Britney came over. They got in an argument, we're told, over the dog, and that Britney did something with that cell phone, either grabbed it out of her hand, but did something where she made contact,
or something,
where the housekeeper says, she battered me. I mean, she's saying it was battery, and this is not like punching somebody, but, you know, an unlawful contact.
But I think it's fair to say that the housekeeper felt that she had been attacked in some way physically.
So she calls the police from the house and then goes to the police department and files a report. The police are investigating this right now, and they tell us that they are going to send this over to the Ventura County District Attorney for review of a possible misdemeanor battery case. That's where it is right now.
That's the potential criminal part of it. I think the other part of this is what is going on with Britney's dogs. That the housekeeper at least feels there's something, you know, there's some neglect going on there.
And important to note, guys, I mean, we spoke with obviously several law enforcement sources who said, look, the detectives have this case. They'll attempt to make additional interviews before they send this over to the DA. And it's also important to note that police can make a discretion if they feel, hey, there's evidence no crime was committed here. They don't always have to send it over to the DA. But clearly, they need to do their due diligence. This case will go to the DA because they don't have that evidence, and they need to continue their investigation.
Yeah, and Brad, we were also told that they asked to talk to Britney and that she declined. That's not unusual. That is a typical thing where a lawyer would tell somebody, no, you don't.
I would imagine that Britney's been told by her attorneys always for years that if the police contact you, you say nothing.
Right, and that's typical for anybody. I mean, lawyers will tell you that. So that's kind of where this stands right now.
Obviously the alleged assault is the main thing here, but I was unaware of, and when we started working on the story, as I didn't know that Britney had dogs, it was pointed out to me that she did post something with two dogs that I guess they look like Pomeranians or something of that sort.
I didn't know either, by the way.
But even this video is from 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago, or about 2 years ago. It was in 2019 when she posted it. So again, that doesn't go to whether or not the dogs are being neglected. I just didn't know that she had dogs. And clearly the housekeeper feels that there's something going on, you know, that they're not being treated correctly.
Kimera Rubin calling from Dallas, Texas. I think that, you know, Britney has been through a lot, and she does have a support system, but that did, you know, she has been known for a little bit of violent behavior in the past. I worry about her mental health. Nonetheless, I'm still a Britney fan, and I will be buying my front row tickets to Britney's concert to relive my childhood memories. I am really curious to see how she's going to handle her career after the conservatorship, but I think she's really going through some mental health and, you know, issues. She needs to take care of herself.
This is going to be really interesting because obviously there is that big court hearing coming up in September too, at the end of September, and obviously this doesn't help Britney's case at all.
Although, Brendan, the hearing on the September 29th I believe, is specifically about removing Jamie
this
as
probably
conservator. I
wouldn't
don't. They're not really going to get into whether the conservatorship should be terminated, which is the end game that Britney talked about.
Interesting that our caller just said, you know, when the I'm buying front row tickets when the conservatorship is gone, and that's not a done deal.
That's right.
Yeah.